Guys, welcome back to Open Book Podcast. Today's podcast is some calming down tips. I just filmed that whole podcast and I wasn't recording. But welcome to Open Book. But before I get started, make sure you follow this on Spotify and YouTube. I'm going to post this on the Open Book YouTube channel. So welcome, this is episode 2, but it'll be episode 1 on my YouTube channel because I'm working on getting episode 1 actually up on my YouTube channel. So let me know if you guys want to see that. So here is the tips that I have for you for calming down is tip number 1, breathe through your nose and your mouth. Take some deep breaths if you're frustrated. Tip number 2 is write them down in a journal if you have a journal or a notebook. A notebook, write what you're thinking in your mind. Tip number 3 is go for a walk. Now, when I'm filming this, it is in the middle of winter. But if you have a treadmill, you can go for a walk on the treadmill. I know this is not a workout podcast at all, but I'm just suggesting treadmill if you want. Tip number 3 is poppets. Poppets. Tip number poppets to distract you. And tip number 5 is if you just need someone to talk to, that can be a tip too. So if you have a best friend, or if you're very close to your parents, or if you don't want to talk to your parents, you can talk to your best friend. And it works too, because they always want to listen. So they're going to listen to you. Tip number 6. You can squeeze someone's hand or squeeze a stuffed animal to get all the anger out. I do some breathing exercises too. I do some deep breathing exercises. So if you want to do some deep breathing, you can also do that too. So this is going to be a very short podcast. This is only a calm down tips podcast. Calm down tips podcast that I can give you. And make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Open Open Books 2 on YouTube. I will let you know when the podcast is up. It is up on Spotify, so I will leave it down below in the description box. And this will also be on Spotify as well. So I will leave this up to you guys, and breathing exercises. I'm also going to search more exercises because I bet there's more on the internet. So if you guys did enjoy, make sure you follow this podcast here on Spotify. The video podcast is also going to be on Spotify, so make sure you guys follow this podcast on Spotify, and I will leave the podcast thing in the description and the YouTube channel. So, and I will see you in the next Open Book podcast. Enjoy the tips. Hopefully they helped. And I will see you in the next Open Book podcast. Bye.